Hey there YouTube, WhiskeyCactus here, welcoming you back to our Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet Battle Stadium ranked VGC double battles. This is the last episode that we're going to be using this team. We've been using this team for the past couple of episodes. If you haven't seen those, I do recommend that you go check them out. So let's go through the team one more time, talk about who's here and what they're doing, and then we will jump into the last couple of battles with this team. So first we have a Mousehold. This is a supportive Mousehold. This is not an offensive Mousehold. So this is a Friend Guard Mousehold with max HP and max speed investment. Is Jolly Nature, and it's Terra Grass so that it can ideally avoid things like Sleep Powder, Spore, and Rage Powder. Sleep has been a problem. If you've seen some of the last couple of episodes, you'll know that this team has struggled a bit with sleep, which is kind of crazy because we have Brynhilder in this team, and I just never bring her. And she can taunt sleep powders and spores and stuff. But I haven't really thought to do that, so that's something to keep in the back of my mind. But yeah, this is Terra Grass to avoid being able to be put to sleep and to be redirected. It has Super Fang for damage, which has actually been very useful. It doesn't carry Population Bomb because it's not going the offense route. But Friend Guard basically gives it a free light screen and Reflect while it is up, at least for the ally Pokemon on the field. It is using a Citrus Berry rather than a Focus Sash because the Meowscarada has a Focus Sash, and I can't have two Focus Sashes. But yeah, the Follow Me Encore stuff that Mousehold is able to do is very useful. It is able to really kind of, shut down other teams or other Pokemon. If you slip up while Mousehold's on the field, I can Encore you. Just ask the Raichu that had to fake out for 3 straight turns in one of the last episodes. So yeah, we have the Mousehold, and then we also have the Hydreigon, who is here. Fairy Food is back from the previous team. We have Terra Steel Hydreigon with Levitate, so its only weakness really is fighting and fire. Haven't really felt the need to Dynamax the Hydreigon as much as before, but it's a defensive typing. I don't carry Flash Cannon, but that's okay. We have Tailwind, which is really kind of one of the biggest uses that Hydreigon has had for me, really, is to set up Tailwind. We also have a really strong Draco Meteor Life Orb boosted, and we also have Dark Pulse. It's Timid Nature, 252 Special Attack, 252 Speed, so we can get a lot done there. The Garchomp is also on the team, partners well with the Hydreigon. This is a Choice Band Garchomp with 252 Attack, 252 Speed, Jolly Nature, Rough Skin, and it packs Earthquake, Dragon Claw, Rock Slide, and Stomping Tantrum, which is an interesting moveset that I found. I don't remember exactly where I found it, because originally I was putting Fire Fang on there, and also considering Iron Head, but Stomping Tantrum is really, really, really helpful if you don't want to lock into Earthquake, especially if Sharknado comes out in the late game, and you have to lock into something knowing you can't switch out and change it. If you lock into Earthquake, you could be screwing up your partner Pokemon, right? So having a ground-type move that gets Stab boosted, also potentially Terra boosted, from a Choice Band Max Attack Garchomp, having that single target attack is very helpful in certain situations. I actually chose to lock into Stomping Tantrum in a previous battle, just knowing that I was going to have to stick it out with the Garchomp at the end, and Earthquake was not going to help me very much. So that's a really good coverage move, especially with the Terra Ground. But then we also have Rock Slide for flinches, Dragon Claw just for really good neutral damage in most cases, and then of course Earthquake. So additionally, we have String Cheese, who has yet to show up in a battle. I have not brought String Cheese to any battles yet, which is kind of crazy because Goldengo is one of the best Pokemon in the format, and I just haven't felt the need to bring it, which is kind of odd. This is a Choice Specs variant. It doesn't have Dazzling Gleam, which, thinking back, is probably a misplay. Probably want to run Dazzling Gleam on this thing, but it does have Make It Rain, Shadow Ball, Thunderbolt, and Power Gem with Choice Specs damage that can just do a hell of a lot. We're Terra Steel. Kind of the idea here is we just use Make It Rain and do a ton of damage to everything, and that's really kind of how it goes. We get the stat drops with Make It Rain, but then we have Haze over here to kind of, reset the field. And the investment here is because we don't really, since we're choice specs, and we already have 133 special attack stat, you don't need a ton of investment to do a ton of damage, right? So we can do quite a little bit of EVs here for a big number over here, and then we have a ton of EVs to spread around in bulk. So we have enough speed to take advantage of Tailwind, and then we also have some bulk here in HP and in defense. So, yeah, Goldengo is pretty good. I also actually have a 0 attack IV, which is really important, especially because this thing is weak to foul play. In a lot of cases, how important is the 0 attack IV for special attackers? It can be pretty important, especially if your Pokemon is weak to dark, right? Because the idea is foul play does more damage based on your attack stat. And for somebody that is, a ghost type or psychic type or something like that, you really got to be very careful. So we don't have to worry about that. I actually did manage to get a 0 attack IV on this thing, so that's fantastic. We have Murkrow as well, carrying this team with the standard set. I'm not sure if this is the standard EV spread. It's the EV spread I've been using for all my Murkrows. It's just bulked out, max HP, and then kind of an even spread across special defense and defense with Eviolite, Prankster Haze, Prankster Taunt, Prankster Tailwind, and then Foul Play for more damage. It is Terra Flying. You probably want Terra Dark. You might want Terra Ghost. Really depends. Probably not going to Terrasilize Murkrow that much anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, Murkrow's here. I haven't brought Murkrow with this team either. I feel like today we're probably going to want to bring Goldengo Murkrow at least once just to use it. I don't know. Maybe. But it does have some pretty good synergy with most of the team. Obviously, it has good synergy with Sharknado, has good synergy with Mojito, and has pretty good synergy with String Cheese as well. Also, very good synergy with Fairy Food to haze away the special attack drops from Draco Meteor. So, it's here, just waiting to be brought. Haven't brought it yet. And it's just kind of looking at me like, yo. You know what? You watched your team get put to sleep. I could have taunted those things. So, yeah, we'll probably find a reason to bring Murkrow. And bringing up the rear, we have Mojito with a Focus Sash, Flower Trick, Knockoff, Sucker Punch, and Protect. This is just a fast attacker. Basically wants to come out here and click Flower Trick most of the time. Not always. Sometimes it wants to Sucker Punch things. It's not choice banded, so it's not going to get locked into things. We do have flexibility a little bit. But Focus Sash plus Overgrow plus Flower Trick, really good. Just a really good combo. So that's the team. It's been doing pretty well so far. I think we're probably going to do 2 more battles today, and we will jump in and see if we can stay. We currently are over 500 with a 4-2 record. See if we can stay over 500, and ideally we can beat the 5-3 record that we've gotten with the past 2 teams. So let's jump into it. Okay, so here's the team. We got the rental code up in the corner, as always, J4MBY4, if you want to take this team and use it yourself. Now, let's go ahead and jump into the ranked battles. We are in Great Ball tier. I think we're right at the... Yeah, we lost the last one. I think we're, like, right on the start of the Great Ball tier. So, we are 14-8 overall, which is not terrible. Let's jump in with this team. And let's see if we can get 2 last wins to close out our time with this team. And then we have 1 more team that I'm going to play with after this. Oh boy. Alright, let's see what we got. We have Meowscarada. We have Annihilate, we have Sylveon, we have Armarouge, Indeedee, and Maushold. That's a scary team. So it looks kind of Trick Roomy, right? We've got Armarouge that can set Trick Room. We've got Redirection both from the Indeedee and the Maushold. And we've got Annihilate that might potentially help set Trick Room with Final Gambit. So I think it might be time. I think it might be time to bring String Cheese, actually. Because String Cheese can hit a lot of these guys for super effective damage. It can hit Armarouge. It can hit Sylveon. It can hit... that might be it. But it can try. I don't know that we want to bring Murkrow, though. Murkrow feels a little iffy. I think I am going to open with Goldengo, and I'm going to open with Mouseketeers. Because we could try to, like, maybe Encore Trick Room or some shit like that. I don't know. I feel like Garchomp in the back feels pretty good. Sylveon's a bit scary. We got to make sure we deal with Sylveon. Who's the last Pokemon that we want, though? Do we want Hydreigon or do we want Mojito? I think Mojito helps a little bit more. Let's lock in with that. I'm scared. I'm scared. This team looks scary. This team looks very scary. They've got that Sylveon. That Sylveon is very, very adorable sleeping like that. It's so cute. I like Sylveon a lot. We've got... Ooh, Sylveon and Meowscarada. That feels okay. So... The question is, how obvious is what I'm about to do, right? So, the clear... I mean, it feels so obvious to do Follow Me, Make It Rain, right? That's just the obvious choice. Sylveon probably protects. But what do I do otherwise, right? Like, what else would I do? I think we have to Terra Steel, Make It Rain, and Follow Me. It's so telegraphed. But thinking about Sylveon and thinking about Meowscarada, what do either of them do that can stop that, other than Sylveon defensively terastallizing? Yeah, see, the knockoff was what I was most afraid of. So we get the Make It Rain off. It's going to be Choice Specs boosted, Terra boosted, Sylveon goes down, and Meowscarada goes down to Sash. So, regardless of what else happens here, that is just ideal. Right? So, Sylveon doesn't even get to attack, and I think we're in a pretty good spot after turn 1. The question is, what comes in the back? Is it going to be Armarouge? I feel like Armarouge makes a lot of sense. We are locked in to Make It Rain now, so we may have to force a switch on our end. If the Armarouge comes in, we don't necessarily want to... It's Annihilate. Okay, so that's a bit scary, of course. What do we have in the back? We have Garchomp and we have Meowscarada. So a fighting type move into Goldengo feels obvious. I think I want to switch. I think I want to switch into my own Meowscarada, into Garchomp. And then for Mousehold, I think we protect. Because this gives me the ability to reset my drop. It gives me the ability to potentially pick a different move to be choiced into. Mousehold protects. We don't die to a Final Gambit there. We don't necessarily die to a Final Gambit. Depends on... Oh, okay, he's protecting. I'm good with that. What's Meowscarada going to do? Flower Trick. Into the Mousehold. Alright, so that was a very good play. So we got a nice, safe switch in here. The question is, what do we want to lock into with Garchomp? It's not going to be Earthquake. I don't know how much Dragon Claw is going to do to Annihilate. But I think I want to go for that. And then I think I want to Encore... Is that what I want to do? No, we'll Dragon Claw into... Actually, let's Dragon Claw into you, and then we Encore the Protect. Question is, do we outspeed? If that's Scarf Annihilate, then this is a bad play. But if it's not Scarf, that, you know what? I'm actually okay with that. I'm actually okay with that. So we get the Encore onto you. The Choice Band comes off. But that's okay, because you have to protect. It's going to fail. We know you're going to have to protect again next turn. It's probably going to work, so we know... Oh, leftovers, okay. So we know that you're protecting next turn because you have to, so we can target down the other slot. So what else is coming in? It's a Mousehold. Okay, that's probably going to population bomb. I feel like that's going to be a population bomb. I'm almost tempted to switch into Goldengo to kind of tank that. We're not choiced anymore. So I could Earthquake Protect. Oh, I am choiced, even though the choice band fell off. Alright, well, that's interesting. Huh. It's good to know. I think I'm going to swap into Goldengo. And then we go for a Super Fang into you. You're getting a double protect. Alright. That means I get a safe switch in. Neither one of you can protect next turn. So that feels good. And again, once again, I don't know why you want to do things in front of a Mousehold that can be encored. But people want to do it. They do. They just want to do it. They just want to test the Mousehold, I guess. So let's see what happens. Now, they might win the speed tie. Because I'm assuming we're both going to be Jolly Max speed. They go for a double protect anyway. Oh, that was the... Never mind. That was the Annihilate. So you're going to have to protect again. Neither one of you get a protect. Get a nice Make It Rain off into both of you. Kills the Mousehold. Annihilate's down to almost nothing. Gotta double check what the Encore turn count is for you. But I'm pretty sure you're not going to be faster than my Meowscarada or my Garchomp. So I think we should be in the clear. Encore's over, so you can attack. You're probably going to outspeed me. I have to go for Make It Rain, but that's okay. We can just follow me. And then I think we got it locked up. Yep. Not bad. Not too bad. Alright, we got the Goldengo in, and we actually got it to do some things, and Murkrow's still sitting on the bench, like, waiting, just eyeing me very, like, sternly. Like, hey, I'm one of the most used Pokemon in the meta right now. Can you maybe use me? So, we'll see. We'll try to get Murkrow in. I don't know. Let's continue battling and see what we run into. Alright, we found a trainer. Got Diego. That name sounds familiar. Is that somebody I've battled before? I don't know. This team... Okay. Okay. The team looks familiar. I feel like I've seen this team before. I'm not sure if this is a rental team that's been floating around or not, but I don't hate me, but I don't think Goldengo or Murkrow feel good in this battle. I think Hydreigon likes this, because the only Pokemon on the opposing side that doesn't that threatens Hydreigon is the Grimmsnarl with the Spirit Break. That's kind of it. Possibly a Dazzling Gleam from Goldengo. We definitely need Mojito for this. Do we need Mojito at the start? A lot of these Pokemon are threatened by Sharknado. So I kind of think I want Double Dragon with Mojito in the back. The question is, who else do we bring? Do we bring Mouseketeers? Or do we bring Goldengo? Goldengo could just hit hard, right? Like, everything here can take big damage from Goldengo. So I kind of think we'll bring Goldengo in the back. That feels okay. So Double Dragon up front. The question is, can we get a free Tailwind off? Oh, I love it. I love it. I love Sprig. I got a shiny Sprig. I finally hatched one. It took like 1,000 eggs, but I got a shiny Sprig. So I love that. We got Murkrow, and we've got... Ooh, interesting. We have Murkrow, and we have Ceruledge. I don't think Ceruledge really threatens me, So I want to go for just straight up Tailwind. And the question is Cerulege going to Terra Grass? Either way, I think Rock Slide still feels right. So Murkrow's going to Tailwind. I don't know if Cerulege is going to be faster than Hydreigon or Sharknado. It's going to Swords Dance. Okay, I really feel good about Rock Slide now. I really feel good about Rock Slide. That's pretty sick. And we get our own Tailwind off, which means Garchomp should outspeed. And we can double into the Cerulege. So do they let the Cerulege go down? They do let the Cerulege go down. Alright, Dark Pulse isn't going to do much on the Murkrow, but it's fine. We got rid of the Swords Dancing Cerulege, and I'm pretty happy about that. Murkrow takes a good chunk of damage. It's fine. It's going to Foul Play into my Garchomp, almost certainly. It's going to do about half. Murkrow is going to take some rough skin damage. I've seen it happen. I know the calc at this point. And we got Mousehold. So what's Mousehold going to do? What are you going to do, Mousehold? Because I haven't done anything that warrants punishing, right? I think we just Dark Pulse into Mousehold and click Rock Slide again. It's not going to be faster. Garchomp's going to outspeed it. Hydreigon might outspeed it. No, it's going to be faster. It is going to be faster. I should have Terra'd the Hydreigon. Alright, well. Live and learn. I know that Mousehold's fast. I guess I should know whether Mousehold is faster than Hydreigon or not. I mean, it is. It is. We've answered that. So Murkrow goes down here. Mousehold takes a little bit of a chunk. That's fine. Alright, the good thing is we have Goldengo, who is now coming into a Tailwind. And is immune to Population Bomb. So I'm kind of okay with that. And they have Goldengo. Okay. Well, I think we make it rain. And the question is, do we Terra or do we... I don't think we Terra. I think we Shadow Ball into their Goldengo. No, we don't do that. We don't do that. We definitely don't do that. We make it rain. And then we switch out into Meowscarada. Yeah, we don't lock ourselves into a Shadow Ball that can't touch the Mousehold. That's not what we do. We don't do that. See, that's why we don't do that. I learn things. They win the speed tie. That's well, we don't know that it's a speed tie. We don't know that it's a speed tie. That sucks. That's not great. But it's okay. Because we have Sucker Punch. And Meowscarada is faster than Goldengo. The Tailwinds peter out, which is okay. We don't have any Tailwind setters anymore. So I think the play here is going to be Stomping Tantrum. The play is going to be Stomping Tantrum. I think it's going to get redirected into the Mousehold anyway, but we'll click on the Goldengo. Do I want to knock off or do I want to Sucker Punch? I think I knock off because I'm faster. I'm just going to be faster. Yeah, that feels good. So Follow Me is probably going to come out. But I think this thing's going to be locked into Shadow Ball. So the Garchomp will probably go down, but the Meowscarada... Oh, okay. Never mind. Never mind. Oh, double protect. Okay. Alright, so neither one can protect. We do lock into Stomping Tantrum, which I'm okay with. I think that's a good move. So we expect the Follow Me now, right? So we have to use Stomping Tantrum. I'm still gonna go for the Goldengo. We outspeed, but I think is Meowscarada or Garchomp faster? Let me see. Can I actually see that? Garchomp should be faster, right? No, Meowscarada's faster. Okay, so what that means then is we want to Terrasilize Flower Trick into the mouse. No, I don't want to Terrasilize. I just want to Flower Trick into the Mousehold. It's going to Follow Me. We're going to take it out with the Flower Trick. And then the Garchomp should still outspeed. And Stomping Tantrum the Goldengo. Is that right? Did I do that right? I think I did it right. Pretty sure I did it right. Yeah. Yeah, we did it right. Okay. Alright, so that's pretty clean. Do we have time for one more? I think we do. I think we have time for one more. It's one more battle than what I've done with the other teams, but I think we can do one more, and we should rank up here, right? So we're gonna rank up into the second level of Great Ball tier, and then we will do one more battle and see how we fare. Let me take a look. I do want to continue battling. There it is. All right, so let's see if we find another trainer. All right, we have found another trainer. See what we're up against. We are up against Indeedee Armarouge, Maushold Hydreigon, Meowscarada, and Murkrow. All right, so yeah, it's this team. Did I not play the? Was this the first team we played in a different order or something close to it? Right, it was pretty close. So well, no, they had a Sylveon. All right, so Goldengo doesn't look that good here because it doesn't really hit. I mean, the Make It Rain doesn't do a lot, but there's a lot of dark types that threaten it. Deedee's immune to it, so I don't know. It doesn't really feel all that great. I feel like Double Dragon has some potential. I almost think this might be Murkrow's day. This might be the day of Murkrow. I think we're going to lead Fairy Food. No, we're not going to lead Fairy Food. We're going to lead Garchomp Murkrow with Mojito in the back and Fairy Food in the back. So my reasoning is I think we want the Prankster Tailwind here, and then Garchomp hits so many of these guys really hard, right? It can hit everybody for at least neutral damage. And then we have Mojito to clean things up, which we really love doing, and then Fairy Food comes back in, and it has strong Dragon and Dark moves into a lot of this, and also can clean up and also can reset Tailwind. So I think that is the play here. I think I'm good with that. We finally give Murkrow a chance to play around and do some things. So let's see. That is an Iron Valiant. It's a very cool Pokemon. Here we go. We've got Murkrow and Maushold. Interesting. So that's probably going to be Pop Bomb. I don't know who's faster, Maushold or Garchomp. I think Garchomp's faster because I'm Jolly and max speed. So we're both going to set up a Tailwind. They're going to set up a Tailwind. I'm going to set up a Tailwind. You just have to. You just kind of have to, right? And then we're going to get the Earthquake off. They're probably going to have... Oh, no, they're faster. That's... You know what? I'm okay with that because of the Rough Skin. That is a dangerous game you play when you do that. But honestly, if they're able to take out my Garchomp and only lose just their Maushold, then that's probably a good trade for them. Probably not even going to lose their Maushold here, honestly. Ugh. Ugh. You can miss one. They didn't. Alright, so now we know that Maushold also outspeeds Garchomp. What the fuck, man? How is this mouse family so fast? It did faint to Rough Skin, though. So, honestly, you know what? That's a good trade for them. That's a good trade for them. Okay. Who do we want to bring in? Do we want Hydreigon or do we want Meowscarada? I think we want Meowscarada here. Yeah. That's iffy. I don't love that. They're sending in their own Meowscarada. This is not great. I have to now see if they have U-turn, right? We need to be aware of the U-turn. So I'm going to protect the Meowscarada. And I'm going to... What am I going to do? I can't do much. I guess we foul play the Meowscarada just for chip damage and potentially break the sash. Okay, they're going to switch Murkrow out. That's good. I'm okay with that. Who comes in? Hydreigon. Oh my god. Do we really have Meowscarada, Murkrow, and Hydreigon on both sides here? This is going to be very interesting. Alright, so we're going to foul play into the Meowscarada. It's going to do some chip. That did more than I thought it would, actually. Okay, so the Hydreigon might be Fire Terra. I have to be very careful about that, and I almost think I want to switch into my own Hydreigon. Do I expect a Draco Meteor into the Meowscarada slot? Do I? I might. We live it, though, right? We live it. I think I want to... knock off. And then we foul play into the Meowscarada again. So what are we knocking off of you? The choice specs. Okay. That makes me feel good. You're going to knock off my Focus Sash, which is okay. Because I'm taking damage, so it doesn't matter. It is Heat Wave. Okay. Yep. Alright, so we get the... Yeah, I'm kind of okay with sacrificing the Meowscarada here. Because we did knock off the choice specs. Foul play is going to do more damage into their Meowscarada. They still have a Murkrow in the back, which is kind of useless. But we have our own Hydreigon here. The question is, who is faster? Yeah, it's a speed tie, right? So we have to Draco. We basically have to Draco, unless I want to protect. How much Tailwind do we have? We have 1 turn of Tailwind. Okay. So if I'm them, I want to kill the Murkrow. Right? I think I want to protect Hydreigon, and I want to foul play into Meowscarada again to try to take it out. I figured a Terrafire was coming. That's why I didn't Draco Meteor immediately. Oh, it's Terra Steel. Okay. Well, so am I. But I don't have Heat Wave, and they do. So you're Flower Tricking into my Hydreigon, which I'm okay with. You're going to Draco into my Murkrow, almost certainly. Oh, no, you're going to Heat Wave again. Because you're choiced. Right, you're choiced. We knew that. Okay. So, Murkrow tanks it. We're going to foul play into Meowscarada. Meowscarada goes down. They're stuck with their own Murkrow and a Hydreigon. And the problem is, I don't have a way... We're going to send Tailwind. The question is, how do we do damage? They have Heat Wave at least. I guess I have to Draco. And then I have to Tailwind. That's what I have to do, really. They Tailwind, I Draco, they Heat Wave. My Murkrow goes down, which is not ideal. Actually, it might not go down. Oh, he's not locked in anymore. Interesting. Okay, so their Draco misses, mine doesn't. That helps. So the play now, obviously, is to haze. So we Draco again. I might get punished here by... by not having a PP max on my Draco Meteor. So their Hydreigon goes down. They just have a Murkrow. Which I'm kind of okay with. Because Murkrow obviously can't do anything to Hydreigon. I definitely don't want to Terra now. But I am Life Orb, which means I'm on a timer. I don't know how they win here. I don't think they can. Unless I just do a lot of missing. But let's see. We're going to haze away the drops. We're going to try to land this Draco Meteor. I've hit both so far, so, yep, and we hit the next one. It's going to do enough. It's not going to do enough. But I think between Dark Pulse, we don't have to risk the miss at this point. I think between Dark Pulse and Foul Play, we should be able to lock it up, right? That should be the tech. Yeah. All right. Well, that's a good send-off for this team. A nice 3-0 win. This team clearly did better than the other two teams by quite a margin. And, yeah, that's going to be it for today's episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like and not a comment down below, because videos made for kids are not allowed to have comments on them. So, yeah, make sure you're subscribed for more VGC, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Battle Stadium. I am not going to continue with this. No, we're not going to continue battling. And let me just flash this rental team up one more time on the screen so that you can see it. And, yeah, this was a fun team. I mean, it did well because it was designed to do well, right? There's no gimmicks here. This is just 6 Pokemon that are really good in the format, all on a team together. So, yeah, it's a pretty decent team. What we're going to do next time is we're going to switch to the last team that I want to play with on this channel with this content. And then we'll do 3 episodes with that team, and then we'll basically be done with VGC content, unless something changes, like when the rules change or something, and I decide to make another team or something. We can always do that. But that's not something that I think is going to happen immediately. But yeah, so we're going to finish with this team now, and we're going to have a new team ready to go in the next episode. So I hope you're excited for that. I know I am. I will see you then. Goodbye.